Artemidorus was born in Ephesus, a bustling city in Asia Minor, renowned for its vibrant cultural and intellectual life. As a child, he would have been immersed in the rich traditions of the Hellenistic world, a fusion of Greek, Persian, and Roman influences. Growing up in such an environment likely sparked his interest in the mysteries of human existence, including the enigmatic world of dreams. Little is known about his family, but it is believed that Artemidorus came from a modest background. His early education would have included a grounding in Greek philosophy, rhetoric, and literature, an essential foundation for anyone aspiring to scholarly pursuits. The thriving intellectual climate of Ephesus, with its libraries and debates, provided fertile ground for the development of his curiosity. From an early age, Artemidorus exhibited a fascination with the interpretation of dreams, a practice deeply ingrained in the cultural and religious practices of his time. Dreams were regarded as messages from the gods, omens of the future, or reflections of the dreamer's inner world. Artemidorus began to study the works of earlier dream interpreters and became determined to collect and systematize their scattered knowledge. This period of his life set the stage for his later journeys and scholarly endeavors. With a hunger for knowledge and a desire to understand the human condition through dreams, Artemidorus embarked on a path that would establish him as one of the most influential figures in the ancient art of dream interpretation. Driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to deepen his understanding of dreams, Artemidorus embarked on extensive travels across the Greek-speaking world and beyond. His journeys took him to Greece, Italy, and various parts of the Eastern Mediterranean, regions rich in diverse traditions and cultural practices. These travels were not merely a quest for adventure, but a deliberate effort to gather first-hand accounts of dreams and their interpretations from different societies. Artemidorus approached his mission with meticulous care, interviewing people from all walks of life: farmers, merchants, soldiers, and priests. He sought to document the ways in which dreams were experienced and understood in different cultural contexts, compiling an extensive collection of stories, symbols, and meanings. This wealth of material would later form the foundation of his seminal work, the Critica. During his travels, Artemidorus also encountered the sacred rituals and beliefs of various religious traditions. He observed how dreams were often tied to divine communication, prophecies, and omens. Temples dedicated to gods like Asclepius, where dream incubation was practiced, provided him with insights into the intersection of spirituality and dream interpretation. These experiences enriched his understanding and shaped his holistic approach to analyzing dreams. Artemidorus was not content to rely solely on written sources or theoretical speculation. He emphasized empirical observation, collecting real-life examples of dreams and their outcomes. This method distinguished him from other interpreters of his time, lending credibility and depth to his later work. His travels not only expanded his knowledge, but also solidified his reputation as an authority on dreams. By the time Artemidorus concluded his explorations, he had amassed a vast repository of wisdom that bridged regional and cultural boundaries, laying the groundwork for his enduring legacy in the field of oneirology. After years of travel and study, Artemidorus began to consolidate his knowledge into what would become his life's masterpiece, the Critica, the interpretation of dreams. This comprehensive work was both a culmination of his personal experiences and a systematic exploration of the art of dream interpretation. Written in Greek, the Critica reflected Artemidorus's dedication to understanding dreams, not merely as random occurrences, but as significant reflections of the human experience, often imbued with divine or symbolic meaning. The Critica was divided into 5 books, each serving a specific purpose. The first 3 books were intended for public use, offering practical guidance on dream interpretation. These volumes organized dreams into categories and provided interpretations for common symbols, such as animals, objects, and events. Artemidorus relied heavily on his collection of case studies, offering examples of real dreams and their outcomes. His goal was to make dream interpretation accessible while grounding it in empirical evidence gathered during his travels. The fourth and fifth books were reserved for a more specialized audience, including professional dream interpreters and those deeply invested in the practice. These sections delved into more complex and esoteric interpretations, reflecting Artemidorus's belief that dream interpretation required both knowledge and intuition. He emphasized the importance of context, noting that the meaning of a dream symbol could vary based on the dreamer's personal circumstances, social status, and even their profession. Artemidorus's method was revolutionary for its time. He approached dream interpretation with a blend of empiricism and cultural sensitivity, acknowledging the diversity of human experience. He also sought to integrate earlier traditions of dream analysis, referencing the works of predecessors while contributing his own insights. Through the Oneirocritica, Artemidorus established himself as the foremost authority on dream interpretation in the ancient world. His work not only provided practical tools for understanding dreams, but also offered a glimpse into the psychology and spiritual beliefs of his era. This masterpiece ensured that Artemidorus's name would be remembered for centuries as the preeminent interpreter of dreams. Artemidorus lived in a time when dreams were deeply intertwined with both philosophy and religion. The ancient Greeks and Romans regarded dreams as significant, often believing them to be messages from the gods, omens of future events, or reflections of the dreamer's inner soul. Artemidorus, while adopting many of these views, sought to bridge the gap between mystical traditions and rational inquiry, crafting a unique approach to understanding dreams. Philosophically, Artemidorus was influenced by the prevailing schools of thought in his era, particularly Stoicism and Aristotelian logic. Stoics believed in a deterministic universe where dreams could serve as glimpses into the divine order. Meanwhile, Aristotle had previously suggested that dreams were linked to the physical and psychological state of the dreamer. Artemidorus blended these perspectives, treating dreams as both personal reflections and universal symbols, shaped by the dreamer's emotions, experiences, and spiritual connection to the cosmos. Religion played an equally vital role in Artemidorus's interpretations. He acknowledged that dreams often carried sacred or divine messages and studied the practices of temple incubation, where individuals sought healing or guidance through dreams by sleeping in sanctuaries dedicated to gods like Asclepius. Artemidorus drew on these traditions, but distinguished himself by emphasizing that the meaning of a dream depended on the dreamer's unique circumstances rather than being universally fixed by divine decree. Artemidorus also recognized the diversity of religious and cultural beliefs about dreams. His travels exposed him to a wide range of practices, from the prophetic dreams recorded in Eastern traditions to the Roman rituals of interpreting dreams as state omens. This cultural sensitivity allowed him to create a framework for dream interpretation that was inclusive yet rigorous, balancing local customs with a universal methodology. By weaving together philosophical reasoning and religious belief, Artemidorus developed a nuanced understanding of dreams that resonated with both the spiritual and intellectual currents of his time. His work not only reflected the ancient worldview, but also offered a systematic approach to dreams that remains relevant for its insight into the human psyche and its connection to the divine. The legacy of Artemidorus rests on the enduring significance of his Oneirocritica, which became the cornerstone of dream interpretation for centuries after his time. His systematic approach, meticulous documentation, and cultural sensitivity set a standard for the field, influencing both ancient and later traditions of dream analysis. In the ancient world, Artemidorus's work was widely regarded as the definitive guide to interpreting dreams. His emphasis on empirical observation and the contextual meaning of symbols made the Oneirocritica a practical tool for professional dream interpreters, or oneirocritai, who served in both private and public roles. The work's popularity ensured its transmission through the Roman Empire, where dream interpretation remained a vital part of religious and social life. During the Byzantine period, the Oneirocritica retained its relevance as scholars and clergy continued to explore the spiritual and psychological dimensions of dreams. Artemidorus's insights were preserved in manuscripts and became a reference point for discussions on the nature of divine communication and the human subconscious. The Renaissance sparked a renewed interest in Artemidorus as part of the broader revival of classical learning. Scholars and humanists rediscovered his Oneirocritica, translating and studying it alongside other ancient texts. Artemidorus's work was valued not only for its practical applications, but also as a cultural artifact, offering a window into the beliefs and practices of antiquity. In modern times, Artemidorus is recognized as a pioneer in the field of oneirology, the study of dreams. While contemporary psychology has developed its own frameworks for understanding dreams, Artemidorus's methods, particularly his attention to context and his use of case studies, foreshadow aspects of modern approaches. His work is frequently cited in discussions of the historical development of dream theory and the cultural significance of dreams. The Oneirocritica also continues to captivate readers as a literary and historical document. It provides insights into the daily lives, values, and anxieties of people in the ancient Mediterranean world, making it a valuable resource for historians and anthropologists. Artemidorus's legacy endures not only in the realm of dream interpretation, but also in the broader understanding of human thought and culture across time.